Didn't notice until, well, I kind of popped out here and someone mentioned it, but obviously very cool. He's a Leafs legend, he's an AHL legend, and anytime you get to really kind of just hang around him, it's pretty cool.
What was it like taking some reps at center yesterday?
Well, I mean, I think everyone knew Austin went down, obviously, so it was just kind of to fill the role in, just fill all 4 lines, and I don't know, it's nothing different, man. It's always fun kind of playing down the middle and getting the puck in your hands a little more.
I know the team's got a lot of depth, but should there be any concern about Austin's health at this point, from your perspective?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about his injury too much or what's going on, but I'm sure he'll be fine in the coming days.
Have you thought about what it would be like to play center in the NHL?
No, not really, I guess. I guess since day one being here, obviously we've had some pretty great sentiment throughout our lineup that I've been able to play with. So I've been fortunate enough that I haven't really needed to jump in there, but I am comfortable in the face-off circle. It's nothing that I'm not afraid of doing, but obviously we got some pretty depth centermen that if they do go down, I could fill in.
I know you got close with Easton Town. What have you thought of him in this camp?
Yeah, it's been great. I think the greatest thing is just that he's being himself. He's got his confidence. He's talking a lot. He's being vocal around the locker room, which is great. That's what you want out of these guys. So it's been a lot of fun to watch him. It's been fun to see him just grow since last year, and obviously want to take a bigger role, and he wants to be here. So it's always good to see that.
What do you think of Pontus dropping the gloves last night, and just in general how he's coming through this camp?
Yeah, it's great. Pontus, like I've spoken about many times, man. I love his game. He's unbelievable out there. He's always in the right position. He's got an awesome stick. He can protect the puck very well against many people in corners. So he does a lot of the small things right that people don't give him credit for. So I'll always pump Pontus' tires. He's a guy I think is very special and has a lot of very special skills with him.
What's the feel like when you're out there with Max? Like, do you still feel the London vibes at all, or what's the chemistry like between you guys?
Yeah, it's definitely high. Two guys that really can move the puck well, move up the ice well, and like to try to find open plays and try to find guys in open space. So it's always been fun when we've got together and had our plays together, I guess, or our time together on the ice. But our London days come back a little bit, but sometimes those plays don't really work a whole lot in the NHL. So we try to dumb it down a little bit and just play our game and play the right way.
You mentioned being in Vail, watching those guys doing the little things, working on extra things. I'm just curious for you, is there anything in particular you're focusing on this summer? What's the next sort of step if you see it there as one for you this season?
Yeah. I mean, I think in every role, you just always want to be better in whatever you were last year. So regardless if it's power play, penalty kill, even strength-wise, you always just want to be better in little scenario-wise. And something I always talk about is just, be more of a shot threat and being more of a goal scorer. So trying to get myself in better ice, trying to get my pucks on and off my stick quickly, and tried to work on that a lot this year and throughout the summer.
Well, Alex Nylander was just saying he's curious to see the Amazon episode that Williams featured in. Are you interested to see what it's going to be like?
I probably won't watch it, to be honest, so probably not. I mean, I like watching other documentaries, other sport documentaries. I mean, I'll probably tune in a little bit, but I don't think I'll be sitting on the couch throwing that on for the first opportunity.
Is that just because it's like too close, it's about the playoff?
No, not really. I don't think it matters about that at all. I don't know. It's I'm sure it'll come on my TV at some point throughout this year, but I won't be jumping at the bits to watch it.
What's it like having Mats around?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I think it's obviously exciting for everyone to have, arguably one of the best aces of all time, one of the best players out there. So for him to come out and spend some time with us is great.
A lot of guys can fight in this team, but didn't expect Pontus Holmberg to be one of them. What did you think?
That's great. That's what it's all about, man. I mean, making preseason interesting somehow. So he was able to do that, and it was great to see. Love it. He did awesome.
Have you noticed there's a little more physicality with what Berube's brought in? So far, we've seen 3 fights in the first 2 preseason games. Obviously, the intensity in practice. How would you describe it?
Yeah. I mean, listen, we're not sitting there and being, we got to fight tonight. That's not how we play. But playing hard, that's just when you're competing out there. Obviously, emotions get up, and that's what happens. So there's a lot of guys that are hungry to stick around and make a good impression and all that stuff. So on both sides, right? And guys are gonna be competing. I mean, you got to trust on the other team too. There's guys that are fighting for their jobs too. So it's great to see. You love it. You love the competitiveness and the intensity.
What have you liked about Craig Berube training camp?
He's the man. Everyone loves him. Obviously, it's dialed up in terms of intensity. They're not quite as long in terms of the skates, but 45, 50 minutes. As hard as you can every rep. That's how you get in shape. That's how you get in game shape, and it's great. That's an NHL training camp, so it's good to see.
Whether it's a young guy or veteran, is there always a feeling when there's a new coach that you want to make an impression and show them really all about?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's always a bit of a feeling out process, and on both sides, right? He's trying to get familiar with his players, and we're trying to get familiar with not just him, but our entire coaching staff, and they're all been great. Obviously, a lot of good video sessions, and this is what training camp's about: is getting acclimated with each other and feeling good and heading in the right direction. So come game one, we're in a good spot.
What's the chemistry been like when you've been out there with Mitch since you've been in Toronto? Do you feel like the London stuff, there's some pre-existing chemistry there when you've been playing with him?
Yeah, I mean Mitchie and I go way back, so he can throw us together at any point, and then we'll pick up right where we left off. So yeah, it's always fun being out there with him.
What stands out about how he's come into the season? Obviously, a big year for him.
It's a big year for everyone. We're all looking forward to the challenge, and hungry group. That's what you want.
Where do you see that hunger? Like, is it in the reps, or is it in
the what? Sorry.
The hunger, yeah, from the group as a whole, like coming into this year.
If you're not hungry, you shouldn't be in the NHL. So, I mean, it's a standard thing coming into camp. You should be hungry, and you had a long summer, so you should be chomping at the bit.
I know he had a maintenance day today, but have you noticed any difference in Austin Matthews with the C?
No, same guy. Great leader, one of the best players in the world. Same guy.
What was that like last night, dropping the gloves?
Yeah, that was nothing, but they asked me, I did it.
Have you fought before?
No, that was the first time.
And how did you do in your own mind? Hold your own?
No, I don't have it, but they asked me, so.
Clearly, I guess they weren't happy with what happened with Greg. What happened from your perspective on that play with Ridley?
What do you mean?
What happened on the, I guess they weren't happy that you knocked down Ridley Gregg, right?
Yeah, no, but that was a stupid penalty by me. Yeah, that was nothing. That was a stupid penalty, but I don't know.
Outside of the stupid penalty, like how do you feel like the camp is going so far for you?
Pretty good. I feel strong, but I feel I can play better with the puck. So I don't know. I feel strong, so let's keep going.
Did you learn anything from last year's training camp? Because obviously it didn't go the way maybe you wanted to stay with the team. Like, what did you learn from last year that maybe can help you now?
Just play better with the puck, and for me, I need a bit more physicality in the game. Sometimes I'm looking for some everything, but I want to be more physicality.
Did you see Matt Sundin here?
Yeah, so in the breakfast. So that's fun to see him.
What does he mean to you?
What do you mean?
What does he mean to you? How important in your life?
He's important. He's one of the best players in Sweden. He's a famous player in Sweden here, so it's really cool to meet him here.
What's it like to play on that line in practice today? What do you think? How did it feel with John, Max?
They are a really good player. He's old players, so they help me really much. So it's fun to play with them.
Do you like playing center or playing wing?
I like center better, but I can play winger too. So if they set me on the winger, I play winger. So.
Why do you like center better?
More involved in the game. I don't know. Can play a little bit more in the D zone and play more with the puck. So, but I like winger too, so I can play with more physicality when I winger.
Well, I got to go downtown. I got to go business stuff, yeah. So.
What can you tell us about Austin missing today?
Maintenance more than anything. He left practice yesterday, but it's maintenance today. That's it.
What makes Max a good option to fill in the center?
Well, he's played at the position. He's played, over Max's career. If you look, he's played probably all three positions: left wing, right wing, center. So he's a versatile guy, and we'll use him that way.
They've got the roster set up now, the group 1 and group 2, just better for guys that's getting working with each other?
Well, it's about time we get our team together and doing things together. Chemistry's important, combinations are important, and just, trying to get the structure down in our game with our group is important.
Even though it's just maintenance for Austin, you imagine he won't play this week though in the preseason game?
No, I'm not gonna comment on that. That's a hypothetical question. I can't answer that.
How about Callie?
Who?
Yarn Crook.
Same. He's still got a lower body right now, so he has not skated.
Another guy we haven't seen in camp is Fraser Minton. Any update on his status?
Again, he's been obviously got hurt in a rookie game, and he's still out. So.
When Minton got hurt, how much did that affect any plans you had with putting him and Cowan together?
Well, obviously it does. That's what happens. That's hockey, so you got to adjust, right? It's too bad for Minton. We love him as a player. And he, obviously he had a great camp last year. He was doing well this year, and it's an unfortunate incident that happened. But that's hockey.
You think that's affect Cowan though?
I don't think so. I get they got chemistry together, and they've been together for a bit now at camps and stuff. But no, I don't think it's affected him.
What have you thought of Easton?
Well, he's done some real good things, and it's just there's things he can improve upon, for sure. But he's not the only one. There's a lot of guys, so there's a lot of camp left. Let's not jump to conclusions on anything.
What kind of positive effect can it have when you have someone like Matt Sundin watching?
Well, he's a great Leaf. We all know that. Great captain here. Great player. I'm so happy he's here, spending time with us, being around the guys, being around the coaches. He's got a guy like that played as long as he did and as good as a player as he was. There's a lot of knowledge.
What do you stood out about Holmberg so far? What has stood out about his game so far?
Again, just his work ethic and his competitiveness, I think, more than anything. Versatile guy again, wing center, good penalty killer. I like he hangs on the pucks, he's strong on the puck. Lower center of gravity, he's strong on the puck. He can hang on the pucks in the offensive zone, and he's responsible defensively.
What do you think of his fight?
I didn't even see why it happened, but he's obviously he's a character guy. He does what he needs to do.
Did Sundin address the team at all?
No, didn't address the team today.
Do you expect him to?
It's a choice. We'll think about it and talk about it, but I don't think it's something that we're going to think about right now. If it happens, it happens.